Hello, Hogziller here again, and in today's video I am doing part 2 of the ways I would fix or change Euro Truck Simulator 2. Like in my first video, not all of these are practical or are in the spirit of the game, but decided to put them out there. Let's get started. The first item is variable truck pricing depending on which factory or city you are buying from. Right now, everything is the same price no matter what country you are buying from. This change would update the price by city to a different price in each location so that you don't keep buying from the same factory again and again. Plus, you could have it where you can't get every option at every plant, so you're forced to discover all the plants you want to buy from. The second item is trucks having an end-of-life date, or at least making older trucks more expensive to repair, basically forcing you to eventually buy a new truck. You could make it so that when you have 20% damage, for example, on an old truck, that when you repair it, you don't go down to 0% damage, but instead still have 1 or 2% left. The third item is adding truck chains and studded tires to the game to go along with the snow I mentioned in my last video, to provide additional grip to the truck tires. In addition, there would be fines in countries that don't allow either of these options if you still have them equipped. The fourth item is having a driver health meter. Currently today, the only item that is driver related is the sleep meter. The health meter would decrease when taking truck damage, like when hitting objects in the game. Too high of a value will cause you issues while driving your truck or would prevent you from driving completely. Then you would have to sleep or visit a hospital to increase the health value. The fifth item is having a food meter. This is related to the previous item I discussed, but in this case there would be a hunger rating. Too high of a rating and you'd be prevented from driving your truck. The sixth item is having drivers that retire or quit from your garages you own. Currently, you hire a driver, you give them a truck, and that is all. Having drivers demand pay raises or they might quit would add another element to the game. Additionally, if you had the drivers retire and have to go out and hire new drivers, that would keep you interacting with the garage manager and the recruitment agency more. The seventh item is having weight restrictions on the roads. This would create different unique routes as you try to navigate around the weight restrictions based on the amount of tons you are hauling. Going on a route that you are restricted from for being overweight would then create a fine against you and your company. The eighth item is having multiple final delivery points. For example, you might be hauling canned goods. You might stop at one grocery store in Berlin, drop off 1/3 of the cargo. Then you drop off another 1/3 at a grocery store in Warsaw, and then you would drop off the final 1/3 in a grocery store in Riga. This would create indirect routes plus a different kind of delivery situation. The ninth item is having ownable drivers navigate throughout the whole map. Currently today, drivers go back and forth between their home base and go nowhere else. But I would think they would be allowed to go anywhere within their skill set, just like the human player driver. The final item is being able to buy multiple trucks at one time. Today you can only buy one truck at a time. Then you have to place that truck in its garage and then repeat the process if you have multiple stalls open. I recommend that if you have a garage with 4 open slots and the money to do so, allow people to buy the same kind of truck and place all 4 trucks at the same time in the same garage to save time. I would also recommend that this would apply to hiring drivers also. That is all for this video. If you like this video or ideas, press that like button. If you have questions, thoughts, or your own ideas, please leave a comment below and please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.